Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on this placement of Rahu and Ketu in different houses in your D9 chart, and what does it tell about your spiritual evolution, karmic desires or karmic release, and most importantly the prospects of the marriage. Because guys, whenever we talk about anything which is very unusual, all of that can be decoded through Rahu and Ketu only. Just because ever since now Rahu has moved to the Aquarius sign, I couldn't tell you how many of my clients are coming back to me and they are talking about any new hobby which they have acquired, or people who are already in a crossroad, shifting from one line of work, from one field to another field. So I mean to say, Rahu and Ketu hold this power, something which is there as a destiny's promise, a talent which is lying dormant within you, and when Rahu and Ketu are in a perfect alignment, it brings it out. And just because guys, the backstory, what gave me this idea that today I have to make a video on this, because guys, I am perfectly aligned that whatever is happening around there, out there. For example, just because the sad news of this LA protest happening, so imagine what movie I watched in the morning. Let's watch the civil war. So same is the way guys, it's a very sad news which I want to say over here. Initially last week I read this news that Chinese embassy has issued this circular that they are denying their citizens for buying the brides from Bangladesh, like paying that bride money to get the brides from like countries like Myanmar, countries like Bangladesh. And see, I do not like the term which they use, leftover man and leftover women, people who are like in their 30s or 40s and they are not able to get married, and just because they are earning good, so what is the resort they are left with to find a bride? So then they get the brides from these countries. And so this is from the Chinese context. If I have to talk from the Indian context, lately these kind of news are like, sad part is it is becoming a national news. So let me give you a summary of this. So a girl who is in love with someone else, under the pressure of the family, she married to another guy, and now she conspire a plan with her lover to get her husband killed so that they can be united again. So why did you marry someone? Why did you marry on the first go? Again, I have to say that because these kind of incidents lately have been becoming a national news in India. So then only guys, this gave me this kind of like inspiration to talk about something. When we talk about unusuality, people who end up meeting this kind of very bad kind of fate in the matters of the relationship, marriage and all. So what could be the combination? So anything unusual, the only thing which comes to your mind is Rahu and Ketu. And D9 chart is very important chart because it tells about the prospects of the relationship, of the marriage as well. So I just thought we can have our like quick summarized discussion on this. So the three entities or the players guys which are involved in this discussion are Rahu, Ketu and the D9 chart. So for all those people who do not know much about the Rahu and Ketu, so like the way guys, whatever we can see in the form of the physical existence, physical body of the planets, that is being represented by all other rest of the planets. When we talk about Rahu and Ketu, if this axis is going to be in a very prominent state, now how can you say that Rahu and Ketu are prominent? So obviously, like if Rahu is placed in your ascendant, your Rahu is conjunct with the moon, Rahu or Ketu are conjunct with your ascendant lord, your moon nakshatra is of either Rahu or Ketu's, all the planets are in the axis of Rahu and Ketu, then in that kind of situation we can say this thing that this person is very strongly ruled by the nodal axis. Generally it has been seen people who are like strongly governed by planets like Saturn or Rahu and Ketu, they find their inner calling in the second half of the life. So the first half of the life might be filled with wrong choices, wrong decision, struggle, illusion, not having a clear path, vision regarding what you have to do, and that clarity, that success and the answers come to them in the second half of the life. So guys, in short, Rahu represents our obsession. Rahu represents our desires. All the futuristic things are connected with somehow with Rahu. When we talk about Ketu, so Ketu is a planet of wisdom, of detachment, of separation. Now from the D9's point of view, so like D9 chart can be like made via making the ninth division of your Rashi chart. Now D9 chart becomes very important because this is the chart of your fate or the fortune, like the way we say what kind of marriage you will get into, that we see from the ascendant chart, but the quality of the marriage we see from the D9 chart. It has been generally seen majority of the people in whose case in the D9 chart, if planets are gaining strength, you will see that post marriage somehow their luck shine, somehow whatsoever place they have to be in the life, post marriage the chart or the stars of the spouse or the partner also start supporting this person. But again guys, like just because in this video we are talking more from the point of view of the marriage and relationship, but in general as well. In short, this is a chart of your fortune, your luck, in which capacity luck will support you in majority of the life endeavors that we get to know via scrutinization of the D9 chart. So guys, look at this video or this discussion in a way that in which way the prospects of the marriage is karmically locked in your life. Again guys, see, I can give you so many of the references from the classical books or the scriptures as well. Like the way, for example, like I was listening to this Katha Vachak in India, like many of the like religious preacher who do the like they decode and they explain all the Hindu religious scriptures as well. So he was saying this thing that even for a man and woman to be together, so it's the man's duty to care for his wife, and it's the wife's duty to give respect to her husband. And the feeling and the intent with which two people come together, so the byproduct can be seen in that form only. Like the way, for example, it has been said, like at the time, like how the Karna, like if you know about the characters of the Mahabharata, majority of you must be knowing about it. So just because at the time the process and the story of his birth was that his mother was not sure about the boon which he has received from the god, and she was trying to test it, experiment it, and this is how he was born. And throughout his life he has to keep on passing through one test after another test to prove his mettle. Same is the way people say about the birth story, the backstory. Here I'm talking about the backstory about the Bhishma as well. So Shantanu and Ganga. So he was born under the certain terms and condition, and his whole life remained a testimony of that. Like he remained a bachelor, he remained a celibate, and he just kept on being a part of all the adharma being done by Duryodhan, but just because he had pledged his devotion and loyalty to the throne. So that is what I'm trying to say. So yes guys, now let's try to briefly understand that the axis of Rahu and Ketu in different houses in the D9 chart, what could it tell about? So let's say, for example, if you will find that Rahu and Ketu are in the first and the seventh axis. So I mean to say Rahu is in the first house in the D9 chart and Ketu is in the seventh house of the D9 chart. So guys, this could be one such kind of combination where we generally say that marriage is going to be divine ordained, like you will not have much of the say. So this could be a case that, and even the meeting with your partner, like the circumstances in which you have met your partner, or if you are single, you are awaiting for that. So somehow it is going to be divine ordained, like luck, serendipity, circumstances will play a very strong and very crucial role. So let's say, for example, if you have this kind of alignment, and as per your society where you are currently living in, and you are being stressed about that I'm not able to get married and that age is passing, so I would say that there is not much which you can do, there is not much which you have in your hand, because it is going to be somehow like the way we say, guys, why you can see this kind of chart in my background. We say that like all the energies and the desires which are associated with the bottom chakra, the root chakra, Mooladhara chakra, they are more driven by the fear and the insecurities. But the more you will start ascending upward towards the higher chakra, towards the crown chakra, over there the nature takes care of you, and the true love can be found in the Anahita chakra only, in the heart chakra only. So manifestation becomes very easy when you're already reverberating on the higher chakra. So yes guys, that is all what I can say. And let's say for example, along with this, if you will find that even in your like the main ascendant chart as well, your 7th lord is making any connection with the 5th house, 7th lord is making any connection with the trine house, or the 9th lord is placed in the 7th house, then I would say that there's not much which you can do. It's like the blessing and the omens will take care of your marital needs, that can be said. If you have in the D9 chart Rahu being placed in the 1st house, Ketu being placed in the 7th house. Again guys, like I did a reading couple of days back for this girl. So in her case, she being the Leo Lagna, 7th lord like Saturn. So Saturn was placed in the 8th house in the Pisces, and it was like Moon, Ketu and Saturn, like they were like conjunct all together in the 8th house. So I just said her like this thing that see, you are going to be very detached in this area of the life. So she was like in this enigma, in this like conflicting situation that my family is putting a lot of pressure on me. So shall I get married as per the wishes of my family? So I just said that eventually at the end there will be that sense of dissatisfaction in the marriage. At least don't take the blame in you and get married as per the wish or the selection of the parents, so that at least you have someone by you, by your side, when the life will start becoming challenging and you will find yourself being detached, mentally detached in that relationship. So that is the point which I'm trying to say. But again guys, karma never leaves you in this kind of alignment. So like the way all that kind of examples which I give it to you, so whatever is coming into you, like the way we say that there is like physical body, astral body, casual body, so the seed body I mean to say. So the domain of the Rahu and Ketu is they reverberate on a much higher level. So something which is there attached with your soul. So all the kind of unusuality in the matters of the relationship, in the matters of the courtship, this could be a case that you got married to someone who's like much older than you, you got married to someone who's much younger to you, you got married to someone who is of a foreign descent or a foreign culture or foreign like culture and all. So all that possibility could be there, because Rahu in itself represents exotic, unusual kind of experiences if you're going to have like Rahu being placed in the 1st house and Ketu being placed in the 7th house. Now guys, let's say for example, if in the D9 chart you're going to have like Rahu being placed in the 2nd house and Ketu being placed in the 8th house. So guys, this is like one such kind of combination where we generally say this thing that somehow over here, through marriage or through relationship, the matters of the finances and family, the family dynamics and the family bonding goes through major kind of changes and transformation. This could be a case that before marriage you were not that materialistic, you were not that much occupied by your place in the society in terms of your social standing, your wealth prospects and all. But the minute you got married, now all of that has become a kind of a pressing issue. Or this could be a case that because of your spouse, now you have become a part of that society, that community where people judge you on the basis of your assets and all. So that will definitely become a focal point of the relationship. And along with that guys, this could also be seen in this way that marriage will also bring many financial commercial opportunities to you as well. Because guys, this is a very sensitive kind of axis, because Ketu in the 8th house is also very strong. So I mean to say lot of churning, lot of commercial opportunities, your place in the society and all, your dynamics within the family. This could be a case that again guys, with Rahu and Ketu, imagine the wildest. This could also be a case that just because you were being so well taken care by your partner, your spouse, that you got distanced from your own immediate family. Or this could be a case that the marriage actually tormented you so much that now you realize the value of your family. So much of the things are gonna happen and the answers will be delivered to you. I've also come across those kind of cases where where like the girl, she became a doctor, but she took some decision. Still feels proud of her those decision that she got married when she was still very young to a guy who was not able to do very good in terms of the career, in terms of the social standing and all. So she is a doctor, but the guy is very less qualified. So yes, Rahu and Ketu represents all these kind of things, and all the financial responsibilities, the pressure of the financial responsibilities is on that girl only. So that is what I'm trying to say. So yes, if Rahu and Ketu is in this axis, so and again guys, because Ketu is in the 8th house. Ketu represents that karmic release, that sort of wisdom. So this also tells about that because of the support of the luck, or because of the arrival of the partner. So many commercial, financial opportunities, spiritual wisdom, the door of that will open for you. Now guys, let's say for example, if you have like Rahu being placed in the 3rd house and Ketu being placed in the 9th house. So guys, this is like generally considered as a good combination, because we say this thing that 3rd house has to do with our relationship with the neighbors, our desire for new experiences, learning new things. Generally it has been seen that, just because I know a lot of those people here, like this company where I used to work, this guy, he is Australian, and he got engaged to a Mexican. So now he even speak very fluent Spanish and all. So that is what I'm trying to tell you. And a lot of the people I see, like generally who become like post marriage, like there's another couple I know, so they serve in the armed forces for 10 years. Now they have that, what do you call that, RV or something. Now they just took that retirement. So they got enrolled into armed forces at a very young age. Now they're like just in their early 40s or mid 40s. They already have a secured pension, and they just in their van, in their RV, they just travel around the world and all, and do other things. So this could be one such kind of combination. So marriage actually open up doors for many new experiences. You actually learn a lot, many things. People who pick up some new skill, people who pick up some new language, and they travel, and like they also contribute a lot. Like they are going to be socially very active within their community as a power couple. They're seen as a power couple. So regarding that as well, like if you have like your Rahu being placed in the 3rd house, Ketu being placed in the 9th house, one thing is for sure, that marriage will teach you lot many new things. This could be a case that till the time when you were single, so like those things did not matter much to you, but after the marriage, after the arrival of the partner, now you started picking up those small trivial things which actually is adding a lot of value. You can look at it in that way. Now guys, and yes, see guys, Ketu's placement in the 9th house is generally considered as very good. Like this could be a case where you will find a very idealistic kind of partner as well, like someone who's going to be very much dedicated, devoted to the religious austerities and all, and very rooted in the faith. Now let's say for example, if you have your Rahu being placed in the 4th house and Ketu being placed in the 10th house. So now guys, this is kind of a very kind of a sensitive alignment, because the way we say the karmic or the destiny's lock in your case is in the house which gives you emotional stability. Like what keeps you rooted in the life is the 4th house. And Rahu is is a mischievous energy which is never contented. It's always exploring for next best adventure, next trick in his sleeve, and experimenting with new things. So generally it has been seen that if you have your Rahu being placed in the 4th house, Ketu being in the 10th house, so in certain cases, like what I have seen in my research is that after like getting married, their home dwelling or their career things, it goes through a lot of the transition. So with this axis, it holds this capacity to bring a major transformation. See, the thing is, the way you prefer to live, this could be a case that you were like a countryside kind of person. Throughout your life, you have lived in the big houses. But just because after the marriage, now you have to get accustomed to living in an apartment kind of life. And also like what you used to do in terms of your career over there as well, your livelihood also gone through major kind of transformation. So yes, Rahu and Ketu's axis placement, like in this 4th and the 10th, has got a lot to do with like your inner emotional stability, where you find yourself very much secured, well taken care of. That is the area where the life gives you major kind of transformation. And again guys, because Rahu has got more to do with the karmic desires, this could be a case that before you were not that much kind of a hoarder. Like you never cared about I shall have that many property, that much of the vehicles, material possession of the things. But just because now after the marriage, all that things becomes important for you. Or this could be a case that after marriage, all those things will become very easily accessible for you as well. So again guys, again with Rahu and Ketu, I cannot give you a straight answer. And I always say this thing, in case of Rahu and Ketu, because that's the imaginary point. More than the house placement, it's the zodiac sign which plays a significant role. Now I do not know your Rahu is placed in the 4th house. Is it placed in the Gemini, like in the Mercury sign, in the Venus sign, or it is placed in the Sun sign or in the Moon sign? So that is what I'm trying to say over here. But yes, your home dwelling, the setting and arrangement of your home setting and your public status and identity will go through lot of the transformation. Now guys, let's say for example, if your like Rahu and Ketu axis is in the 5th house and the 11th house. So guys, again, this is one such kind of combination over where we say that the Pur Punya gets activated. So like there are like certain combination like which are the tricks in my sleeve. Like majority of the times when any Aquarius rising people come to me and they are single, I always advise them get married, because Aquarius Lagna, they are like very humble, very naive, very philanthropic kind of people, and their ego gets activated. That sense of hidden pride gets activated, that hidden confidence get activated after marriage, because the opposite to them is the energy of the sun. Now obviously like 7th lord has to be well placed as well, but yes, so that is what I'm trying to say, that this is one such kind of combination over where through marriage you will unfold many new things which might be lying dormant within you. You're not even aware about that, and marriage can bring that. So see guys, like generally we say this thing that Rahu's placement, like malefic planets, like especially Rahu, Ketu and Saturn's placement in the 5th house in the Lagan ascendant chart is not considered as very supportive for the conceiving a child or getting a very obedient kind of progeny. This could be a case that through IVF, through other means, you remain lucky to have a child, but later on the same child was responsible for like bringing a lot of the problems, worries for the family and all. So that is a separate case. I'm not talking about that. Here talking about the D9 chart guys, Rahu and Ketu has got a lot to do with what area of your life. It's the chart of your fortune as well, not only marriage but the fortune as well, and this somehow represents that kind of karmic lock. Rahu represents the karmic desires, Ketu represents the karmic release, that wisdom which comes naturally to you. You have that access to that. In this access, after marriage or after 42 years of the age, again guys, see, some people say that Rahu, Ketu, like they D9 chart gets activated after marriage or in the second half of the life. But one thing is for sure, Rahu, Ketu in the 5th, Rahu in the 5th, Ketu in the 11th, in the D9, post 42, in the second half of the life, a lot of the things will unravel. A lot of the things will unravel, and the partner, marriage, children, all these people will play a very significant role over there. So yes guys, that's all what I can say for the D9 charts placement. It's just like that, this could be a case, our mindset is generally seen from the 5th house. Our thought process is generally seen from the 5th house. So if the Rahu Ketu energy and this axis is not working in a dignified way, this could also be a case that in the first half of the life, in the relationship, matters of relationship, you also have to deal with the slight infidelity from the partner in the marriage, casual cheating, flirting in the marriage as well, but all of that will get stabilized in the second half of the life. So again guys, do not undermine this thing. It's a very this is the kind of axis which has got matter of concern like sensitivity as well, and it has got some beautiful gift to bestow as well. So take it with a pinch of salt. Now guys, let's say for example, if you will find that in the D9 chart, like Rahu is placed in the 6th house and Ketu is placed in the 12th house. So guys, beyond any doubt, this is considered as a very good placement. Actually, the thing is, marriage actually makes you like a warrior. Like it makes you actually very competitive, very disciplined. And again, with Rahu and Ketu after marriage, and once you reach the second half of the life, actually like there's like a lot of the hidden talents which gets manifested. So the desire to build something, and at the same time being willing to release something which is not serving any purpose. So this axis actually gives you that balanced kind of personality. What is important to possess and what is not serving any purpose, it needs to be relinquished. Rahu and Ketu axis in the 6th and the 12th bestows you upon that. And again guys, this could be a case that a marriage actually makes you that perfectionist. Marriage actually, the nitty gritty, the responsibility of the marriage actually will make you a perfectionist in your life. And when we talk about the travels or spirituality, that sort of awareness can also be experienced with this kind of axis placement. Now guys, let's say for example, if you will find that in your case your Rahu is placed in the 7th house in the D9 chart and Ketu is placed in the 1st house. So guys, this is kind of a sensitive placement because Ketu is a very karmic kind of energy, and 1st house of any divisional chart is the heartbeat, it's the pulse, it's the mask, it's the personality of that chart. So one thing is for sure, with this kind of placement you will have this capacity to manifest someone, a partner with whom there will be some past life connection with that person. Second thing is that there is also a possibility that there are like certain kind of people I have seen, like with this kind of alignment, if there are other supportive factors, especially Jupiter is strong and the trine houses are strong, these are like those people who accept life the way it is. They don't make a fuss out of it. See, Rahu has got everything to do with the superficiality, like the way, you know, someone who is like just good on the surface and deep inside that person is shallow. Your morals are shallow. Your capacity to give commitment and stick with that, like the way we say girlfriend and boyfriends are like there for happiness, for the good times, but a soulmate and the wife and the husband are for the bad times as well, to be with you in that time. So I mean to say, with Ketu in the 1st house, you can be assured of something, that you will find a person who is going to have that depth in the character, in the commitment. He will be like that chosen one for you, past life connection. We can look at it that ways as well. And guys, generally because Rahu is going to be there in the 7th house, so with this kind of axis placement, there's a high possibility after marriage, after 42 years of the age, life can actually takes a complete turnaround. So that possibility is there. Now guys, let's say for example, if like you will find that Rahu is placed in the 8th house in your D9 chart and Ketu is going to be placed in the 2nd house. So guys, this is a kind of a very sensitive kind of placement, like the way all those examples which I gave of the Chinese men who are marrying, buying the brides from Bangladesh, Myanmar, and in India, like some of the girls who got their husband killed, and some sort of dark kind of things. That could be one of the byproduct. Again, if you have that placement, I'm not saying that it's going to happen with you. I'm not doing a personalized consultation for you. I'm just giving you a way to process this axis placement. So I mean to say, because the concern is that when, like in certain axis, I said that when Rahu and Ketu will mature, when you will get married, this axis will get activated, D9 chart will get activated. In certain other alignments, there is a possibility that something beautiful material gifts will suddenly come out. In this case, 8th house is a very dark energy, suddenly, which will turn out, like for example, this could be a case that after you got married, after 2nd half of the life, you are a kind of person, you still have got a lot of the desires, but your partner is pushing you into something which is very spiritual, and it does not perfectly get aligned with you. Like for example, see, we all go through different bodily and hormone changes, right? This could be a case that certain people they are like, I'm just telling whatever I hear from the consultation, in person ordeal of the people. With like this lady, she told me this thing that, okay, I want to be physically contented with my partner, but I don't know what's happening with that guy. He's just started talking about spirituality, seems like he's not interested in me. So I'm going to say different people have different ways. So when this axis get activated, so you do not know what kind of thing will turn out. and how good it is going to be. Because again guys, Ketu in the second house is not a good energy. Ketu is in the second house. Ketu has nothing to do with the money and the finances, with the responsibility. It's like a sadhu, it's like a rishi. And Rahu in the 8th house, all the scheming and the curiosity and the desires of Rahu is in the 8th house, which has got all the dark things. So I mean to say, this is a sensitive alignment. So I generally, there are like certain cases where I say, when you are getting married, do a background check and do not blindly trust your partner. If your partner's behavior is very suspicious, imagine after 10 years in the marriage, you get to know that your partner he does not work as a federal government employee, just as an accountant. He's a spy. He goes for those covert mission. I'm just dramatizing it, but I mean to say, with this Axis placement, all of that is possible. So yes guys, major transformation which can completely turn around the matters of your values, your virtues, and all that experiences which I shared over here. Again guys, I do not know your personal chart. I know when people watch these kind of videos, they wait for their turn to come and they are very excited. Even same is the case with me when I watch any of those videos. So, but again, my job over here is to give you a ballpark idea, a sketch to think in that line. So yes, Rahu in the 8th house, Ketu in the 2nd house. Many times it has also been seen that it also gives very love and hate kind of relationship with the in-laws as well. Like in certain cases, it has also been seen that the person got scammed by his own in-laws as well. So yes, this is a sensitive alignment guys, which needs to be dealt with a pinch of salt. If you get married and your partner's behavior, your in-laws behavior is very suspicious, so don't be a sitting duck, don't be like a very lame and vulnerable. Don't be so vulnerable. Be very vigilant, be very alert. That becomes very important. Moving ahead guys, now let's say for example, if you will have your Rahu being in the 9th house and Ketu being in the 3rd house. So guys, generally I have seen this thing that when this axis get activated, when D9 chart gets activated, it can unlock many blessings, many foreign travels, cultural understanding. Nothing could be better than that if this kind of placement, if you are getting married to someone who is different from your caste, different from your nationality, so you will gain, you will learn a lot and you will enjoy that ride which will come to you. Like for example, being born as and lived in India, or like in China, in like Mexico, and you got married to someone who's like Italian, who's German, who's Japanese. So it's like their culture. And the thing is, with the second half of the life, the more you will advance in the life and go deep with your bonding with the partner in the marriage, you will gain a lot of the understanding. So Rahu in the 9th house will be very like, and I guess that is the only reason people from East who take more interest in the Western culture, their religion, people from the West who take in the East. I keep on coming across like many people from the West, they are very much interested in the Hindu gods. I did a reading for this guy. He's a Muslim and he says that I take a lot of the interest in the Hindu gods. Somehow on and off, I also keep on going to church. So all that is Rahu. Like you're born in one faith, one religion, and other aspect of other religion, other teaching, other culture also fascinate you. So when this axis is at its peak of its capacity to manifest results, it is going to be very good cultural, philosophical, nomadic kind of very good kind of experiences you will have in the life. So yes guys, Rahu and Ketu axis in the D9 chart is a combination where this could be a case that your partner's stars only will give you that foreign visa or green card or foreign settlement. Because of the partner or the marriage only, you will travel the world. So it will give you a lot of the good experiences. Now guys, let's say for example, if you will find that your Rahu is going to be placed in the 10th house in the D9 chart and Ketu is going to be placed in the 4th house. So see, this is a very good placement in this regard that your fame, your career, your reputation is directly aligned. And this could be, we can also look at it in this way, that it might be locked, and through partner, through marriage, and with the progress in the life, you will gain a lot. So, and generally it has been seen that Rahu gives a lot of the experiences and understanding through your professional work duties and engagement as well. This could be a case that life will select or choose a profession for you. Through that, you will actually learn a lot. This could be a case that you work as a private detective, and just because you have seen a lot of the cases of the cheating going on in the society, and that will make you realize the integrity and value your partner more, because your partner is very loyal to you. So I mean to say, marriage actually plays a significant role. Like some of those kind of cases where like people get married to successful partner, or after the marriage suddenly their stars shine, the lady luck starts shining in their case, and people who are seen as a very power couple in the society, their reputation, they are perceived as a successful couple and all. So this could be one such kind of outcome. And again guys, because Ketu is going to be placed in the 4th house as well, so when we talk about the heart, the inner emotions of the marriage, there is a potential of experiencing a purity, single-mindedness, but purity over there. Now let's say for example, if you have Rahu being placed in the 11th house and Ketu being placed in the 5th house in the D9 chart. So guys, this is like generally considered as a good placement, because 11th house is the house of the wish fulfillment. Rahu is a planet which has got a lot of the desires, so this could be a case that through marriage, and again guys, Rahu and Ketu are not a physical body, so I mean to say a lot of the things were there lying as dormant in your personality, you didn't know about it. A lot of our like behavior is very subconscious driven as well, and some people realize that early, some people realize that later on in the life, and some people just keep on managing living the life. They go finish their time in the earth without realizing their true potential. So I mean to say, with Rahu's placement in this house, there is a high possibility through marriage, through relationship, with the progress in the life, you will unravel lot many things and your desires will get fulfilled. With this kind of placement, we generally say this thing that getting married is a wise choice. Like the way I mentioned this thing for the Kumbh Lagna, I say for the elevation of your like status and that confidence in yourself, get married. Your partner will teach you that. Same is the way 11th house Rahu, through marriage a lot of your wishes will get fulfilled, a lot of the dormant talents will come onto the surface. You will realize you will function with the best of your potential and your partner will support you over there. Again guys, in case of Rahu and Ketu, the dispositor also becomes important, but this axis has got potential for that. And lastly guys, if you have like Rahu being placed in the 12th house, Ketu being in the 6th house, so again guys, like foreign connection, travels, secrecy is one thing which you have to deal with. You have to be very mindful of that. But people who get married to person from a different culture or different roots could be one such kind of combination when you have Rahu being placed in the 12th house and Ketu being in the 6th house. It also tells about that you will marriage will make you perfectionist in your craft. So your desires will keep on opening new doors. Partners, stars or support will open many new doors for you, or whatever you will accumulate, whatever you will attain, you will work with that sense of perfectionism in that. You can look at it that ways. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say in this one short video. For further more updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyavad.